I thank you very much, Master of Ceremony, for giving me this opportunity. Your Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan, the President of the Republic of Tanzania, and our guest, the Honorable Minister of Information, Communication and Information Technology of the Republic of Tanzania, fraternities, and ladies and gentlemen. Excellency, we had been given the floor earlier before you arrived to make our comments and then also to make some key highlights in your presence to outline what the African Union's position on this meeting is and some of the key initiatives that we are undertaking. But firstly, Excellency, our first message was to greet you on behalf of the African Union and the African Union Commission, to greet you and the government and people of this great nation for the excellent preparations that have been made for this World Press Freedom Day under the theme Journalism Under Digital Siege. We noted, Excellency, that it is a mark of the great importance that you attach to the role of the media, that you are able to be with us on this very important day of Eid al-Fitr. Then we also noted that from the time of our arrival, we have experienced nothing but the very best of the legendary Tanzanian hospitality, which echoes the Pan-Africanism that Tanzania is very well known for, and which was demonstrated by the selfless support that this country offered to some of our countries to overcome colonialism and apartheid. Excellency, the African Union takes this as the perfect opportunity to sincerely appreciate the media's dedication to telling the African story, including the work that they continued to do in the very difficult time of the COVID pandemic. And we are here to assure them that we will continue to be their friend and to facilitate their work. We applaud, Excellency, the conducive climate around media freedom and operations under your leadership. We noted very strongly, Excellency, that it is important for us as Africans to take charge of our narrative. This means that we need to bust those negative stereotypes that have plagued our continent for so long. It means showcasing an Africa that is following through on its commitments to create the Africa that we want for ourselves today and for future generations, to openly discuss the challenges and to tell with pride our contributions to the world through the ages. We note, Excellency, that information is a public good and that the media has the very important and unique role to make sure that African citizens get to hear about the development information. In this respect, Excellency, I just want to outline some of the key policy frameworks that your union has created to safeguard the freedom and safety of journalists, which is a key element of the World Press Freedom Day. We noted the provisions of the Declaration of Principles on Freedom of Expression and Access to Information in Africa. We noted the Model Law on Access to Information and the Guidelines on Access to Information and Elections in Africa, as well as the African Union's Convention on Cybersecurity and Personal Data Protection. We also note that the digital transformation strategy will be very useful to colleagues in the meeting space for African content creators, improving our database so that we are able to target specific journalists with the specific information that they need. We also spoke about building the capacity of media through various training programs, and it is important to highlight here, Excellency, that we have a now continent-wide program to capacitate female journalists. And this came after the realization that there are very many barriers to their progress within the newsrooms. We also felt it is important to highlight that the African Union is the custodian of historical documents from the formation of the Organization of African Unity in 1963. And in this instance, we have the documents, images, audio and video materials, and we are making these available to users, including the media. And our desire that we have made to the media is to call upon them to make use of these resources in order to create content. Finally, Excellency, we concluded with a quote by Charles Lint, who said, "Don't forget that no one else sees the world the way you do, so no one can tell the stories that you have to tell." That applies to us as African communicators. I thank you very much, Excellency.